Hey yo guys, Tally here, how's it going? And as always, I don't do deck profiles without trying to do some combos, so because I know the Pendulum deck inside and out, I'm going to show you guys some combos so that you can win every game with these Pendulum cards. Okay, let's dive right in. Give it one last little oosh and here we go. Cut the deck, and our 5 cards for today are Purple Poison, Aether, Jackal, Into the Void, and Dragon Shrine. Would you be shocked if I in fact told you that this was full combo? Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Shrine. Now, this combo may or may not be able to survive a Nibiru. My brain's telling me no, but the rest of me is telling me, like, let's just go for it, man. So we Dark Worm, we special summon our Dark Worm, and we now get to search out our Gate 0. There's our Gate 0. Benefit here of having Purple Poison is in fact that it's a normal summon. We can do this, link these two off, and get our Electromite. From here, I'm going to have Electromite send our Servant of Endymion. Now, this is all relying on drawing a high skill. If we do, then we're fine. If we don't, then we're not. Let's go ahead and just set Aether in scale. Go ahead and pop Aether to add Servant. Then we're going to go ahead and draw from Electromite. And of course, the absolute best of luck possible, we've got our high skill. So now we've got full combo, guys. And these are oftentimes situations that you may see with the deck. So first of all, we're just going to go ahead and Into the Void, see what we can get. A Foolish Burial, again, also not very bad at all. So all we need to do here is set that, then we can go ahead and Pendulum Summon. So we're going to go ahead and Pendulum Summon our Supreme King Dragon Darkworm, our Purple Poison Magician, and we're going to Pendulum Summon our Mythical Beast Jackal King. So at this point, this is where you're going to get Nibiru'd if you're going to get Nibiru'd. If they don't Nibiru you here, then you're pretty safe. If you want extra security, what you can do is go ahead and activate the Foolish Burial right here to send our Tempest. Normally we'd send it with Dragon Ravine, but we've got the Foolish Burial, so we might as well send it with something that doesn't cause us to minus as hard, really. Right, so we're probably going to have to discard this because I'm not going to use it as link material because it's just not necessary. Actually, got a way around that. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and link summon using our Dark Worm into LP. Next, we're going to go ahead and use these two to link summon into Triple Burst Dragon. From here, as soon as we get our Triple Burst Dragon out, you just go ahead and activate LP's effect to summon out Destrudel. Okay, now that we've got our Destrudel, we go ahead and link summon these guys into Romulus. Romulus then fetches us Dragon Ravine. Not that we have to activate it, we might as well, because we don't have to discard anything to send anything, so we could get some extra uses out of it just to get some spell counters on Servant, which it currently has 3 actually. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and banish LP and Triple Burst Dragon to go into Tempest. Then we're going to overlay Tempest and Destrudel to go into our Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon. Absolute and Romulus make us our spheres, and Absolute gets his Vortex. So guys, we're on a couple of negates already, and I'm gonna be honest, we could probably end on a couple of more. So in order to end on a couple more negates, we would activate our Servant, removing 3 counters from it, special summoning itself, and we'll just go ahead and summon Mighty Master Endymion, and they both have 1 spell counter each. Now if we don't want to discard our whole hand, we could just activate Gate 0 in the scale, giving Jackal another 2 counters. We could activate Dragon Ravine, giving Jackal another 2 counters. And then, if we really want more negates on top of that, we could use Destrudel's effect to summon itself, targeting this, to turn it into Dawn Dragstar. I'm not entirely sure if that's the play that I would go with, but you know, just for the sake of lots of negates, let's do that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interrupts. If we didn't draw the Aether, then it would be 6 interrupts on our opponent's turn. Realistically though guys, I would actually not summon this. I would keep this out on field so that I can then return it to hand with Mighty Master's effect. And then I would keep the Strudel in graveyard, and next turn, that's 2 free extra link materials to go into your Bottle Sword. So that's our first test hand. That was a good few minutes, so let's try another one and see what we can do. Okay, for test hand number 2, let's have a very quick little shuffle. Let's cut and let's go. So, in our starting hand we have Chronograph Sorcerer, Jackal King, Dragon Pit Magician, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, and Allure of Darkness. Now, this isn't a very optimal hand. But let's play it out, see where we get to. So let's just, Allure. And we could not have a better Allure whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and banish Jackal King. Now, going to scale Servant, activate Spell Power Mastery. I'm not entirely sure what I would actually want to get here, because I would quite like a normal summon. So I might just grab another Servant, because our high skill is pretty much taken care of. And I think I'm going to do that, so I'm going to grab another servant purely for the purposes of a normal summon to let me extend even further. If you bear with me 2 seconds, actually, let's get some dice. And now we have dice. So on Resolution of Spell Power Mastery, this is in fact going to have 2 spell counters, because you get 1 from Resolve and Mastery, and Mastery gives 1 as part of its effect. So we're already pretty jamming. Going to activate Chronograph Sorcerer and bring this bad boy up to 3. We're going to pop Chronograph Sorcerer to search out and summon our Time Gazer Magician. Then I want to go ahead and normal summon Servant of Endymion, so that we can go into our Electromite. Now the question is here, what do we send with Electromite? I think it's going to have to be Dark Worm, because we want to get our Guard Dragon plays going. That's what gets us a lot of advantage, and then we'll just have to miss out on our potential rank 4 Synchro 8 plays. So from here we've got a couple of options. I'm going to go ahead and scale Dragon Pit Magician. Quickly shuffle this. I'm going to go ahead and pop Dragon Pit Magician and just add it back, because all we really care about is the high scale here. And we're going to draw one from... Hello! Well, that's a good draw. That is a good draw indeed. So, we have pretty much won the game here. We're going to activate Dragon Pit Magician, bringing this up to 5 spell counters. And from here, we're just going to go ahead and do a big old pendulum summon. So we're going to pendulum 1, 2, 3, organise our chain links accordingly. So we'll do this as chain link 1 and this is chain link 2. So chain link 2, we're going to go ahead and get to add a gate 0 to our hand. And Harmonising Magician is going to go ahead and summon out one of our level 4 magicians. Then from here we're just going to do the Guard Dragon plays as per usual, so let's get right through them real quick. Got these, then we get our Destrudo, and this is going to be one of those hands like your opponent just cannot play through, because like we'll see it in a minute. Honestly, we'll see it in a minute. There's just too much going on for them to stop us. Then from here we go into our Romulus and fetch our Dragon Ravine. So Dragon Ravine in this instance we're actually going to use, we're going to discard our Gate 0 just to get Tempest in Graveyard. That's not the card we want, we need to go, yeah, there we go. So we've got our Dragon Ravine, we're going to discard Gate 0, and we're going to send Tempest. So we've seen this part of everything before, guys. Going to banish you and you to get you, and then we just go ahead and Absolute Dragon. So I would put this here so that we don't clog up zones that actually have more value. Now the question becomes, do we make Borrow Savage or do we make Abyss Dweller? In this instance, I'm just going to go ahead and make Savage because Savage looks cool. But guys, you can make Abyss Dweller as well, and as we said, like Abyss Dweller is just an auto win against the vast majority of decks in the meta right now. Borrow Savage is going to go ahead and equip Electromite, and giving Borrow Savage 2 counters. Alright, and from here we just go ahead and link these 2 off into our spheres. We get our Vortex Dragon out, and then we've got like all this free real estate, because like now we're just going to go ahead and summon Servant, bringing Servant down to 2 counters, and bringing out Big Endymion with a spell counter on it, meaning that it's untargetable and undestroyable by card. We'll put you here, yeah, untargetable and undestroyable by card effects. Now, really to seal the deal, we're going to go ahead and break the game, and we're going to go ahead and use Secret Village of the Spellcasters, meaning that while either of those 2 is on field, our opponent cannot activate spell cards. So we have no spell cards, meaning no Super Poly, none of that stuff that I don't really care for. We've got 2 negates, 3 negates, 2 of them being Omni negates, and a bounce. So again, we're up to 5 interruptions, because once we have the bounce, we've got Aether in deck somewhere. Yeah, we've got Aether in deck to further disrupt our opponent. So this is, again, like, this is normal for Pendulum. This is a normal hand. This is a normal board. This is honestly probably the most comfortable I've felt playing Pendulum in quite a long time, because the deck just does things like it's hard to brick, it just draws for days. It's so good. Let's take it to the outro, guys, because I'll ramble forever if no one stops me now. That's it for today, guys. As always, you tell me, how did that seem? How did that look? What do you think about it? Leave it down in the comments section below, and let's get a little chat going on about pendulums and pendulum cards and pendulum combos and pendulum strategies. Because I've been heroed out my nut recently, so it's time to get my head in the pendulum game. But guys, as always, if you liked it, give it a like. If you loved it, give it a share, and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. Make sure to hit subscribe and join Team Tally if you enjoyed the video. As always, guys, you have been amazing. I have been Tally. I'll catch you all later. Bye.